Hello students, welcome to my channel Tax Ma'am Classes. Today we are going to do a problem, essay question or LAQ we can also see. So on income from salary, computation of income from salary. So if for this, to do this problem, one must be aware of all the provisions and one must be aware of the pro forma, all the provisions like gratuity, pension, leave encashment, provident fund. 4 different provident funds are there, how it is taxable and how much amount is allowed as exemption, and one must be aware of allowances. 4 different types of allowances are there. So we have to know all the provisions and perquisites and deductions and pro forma. If you know all the concepts, then only we can do this problem. If you don't know that provisions, you can go through my channel, a separate playlist I made it, income from salary. You can check all the provisions, all the videos there. So if you know the concept, then we can directly go get into the problem. So see the question. You must be aware of the pro forma. What is the pro forma? See, I made a rough pro forma, computation of income from salary, particulars, amount. So 4 heads will be there. One is salary, second one is allowance, third one is perquisite, and the fourth one is profit in lieu of salary. The pro forma also, what is this pro forma, what all are included also, I made a separate video. You can check in my YouTube channel. See, salary includes basic pay, bonus, commission, provident fund, and gratuity, pension, leave encashment. All these things are included under the head salary. The taxable amount we have to take, allowances, all the taxable allowances we have to take the amount, and perquisite we have to take the taxable perquisite, and profit in salary we have to take the taxable amount, and 4 heads together will be called as a gross salary. From gross salary we have to give deduction under section 16. 3 deductions are there. 16 subsection 1 standard deduction, 16 subsection 2 entertainment allowance, 16 subsection 3 professional tax. If we give these 3 deduction, that means deduct from gross salary, the amount what we will get will be called as income from salary. So this is the pro forma. So let's get started with the question. What is the question there? What is the story they are telling? Mr. Sri Vinod Reddy is working in a limited company. So the first point, he is working in a limited company. That means he is a non-government employee in a population less than 10 lakhs. Why this information is given means for rent-free accommodation where the house property is owned by the employer. We have to check the population of the place where the house property is situated, right? So his particular or as follows. What is the first one? Basic pay. Basic pay is 9,300 per month. It is fully taxable. We can directly take this amount. Where we can take under the head salary, basic pay. And see the next one, dearness allowances, farming part of the retirement benefit at the rate 2,800 per month. We can take this under the allowances part. And see the next one, RPF. What is the full form of RPF? Means recognized provident fund. So recognized provident fund, how much is given? 15. How much is contributed? 15% of the salary is contributed by employee and employer. Who is the employee here? Mr. Vinod Reddy is the employee, and employer also contributed. So what is the provision? According to the provision, whatever the contribution is made by the employee, it is allowed as a deduction under section 80C. It is allowed as a deduction under section 80C, and employer contribution, it is a part of the amount is allowed as a exemption. What is a part of the amount means? So actual amount given is a 15%. So exemption is a 12% if the provident fund is a recognized provident fund. So the total amount is 15. Exemption is 12%. So what is the taxable amount? 3% of the salary. What is the meaning of the salary here? Basic pay plus DA, farming part, and commission given in a fixed percentage. We have to take the DA if it is farming part of the benefit of the retirement, and commission if it is given according to the fixed percentage, then only we have to take. And on this, on the total of the salary, we have to take the 3%, and that 3% is a taxable amount, right? So see the next point. Interest credited is 12.5%. How much is the total interest amount? 17,684. So what is the provision? According to the provision, 7.5% is allowed as exemption, right? So what is the total amount Actual amount is 12.5%, and what is the exemption? 9.5%. That means what is the taxable amount? 3%. Then on what amount is means on the total interest amount. So 12.5%, what is the interest received? See the question, 17,685. So for 12.5%, if the interest amount is this much, what is for the 3%? 3% is taxable. So for 3% we have to take the amount, right? So 3%. Have to calculate means cross multiply 3%, 3 into 17,685 divided by 12.5%. We will get the amount. That amount is taxable. We have to take this amount under the head salary. And see the next point. The company took a building on rent 3,500 per month, and the same is given to him. Who is him here? Vinod Reddy, as residential accommodation on a monthly rent of 1,000 per month. So here what is happening? Building is taken on rent by the company, and that building is given to Mr. Vinod Reddy as a residential accommodation. What is this concept talks about? This concept is a rent-free accommodation. So what is this rent-free accommodation? Whatever the provisions I have discussed in a video. And so what is according to the provision, how much is taxable means? See the provision. Least of the two is a taxable value of perquisite. This is a perquisite, right? So least of the two, in these least two things, the amount what we will get, the least amount is a taxable value of perquisite. So what is the one actual expenditure met by the employer, or 15% of the salary? What is the meaning of the salary here? Salary means basic pay plus DA farming part plus commission plus a bonus plus all taxable allowances we have to take. So here if we can see, on a monthly rent of 1,000 per month, employee is also paying some expenditure, right? So in these least two, which one is the least one we will get? That is a taxable, right? On that taxable amount, 1,000 per month will be allowed as a deduction. Done. See the next point. During the previous year, on 1st August 2019, he was transferred to Bangalore, and accommodation is provided in hotel on a monthly rent of 11,500 per month. These expenses are met by the employer only, and accommodation is given in the hotel. So what is this topic talks about? Rent-free accommodation given in a hotel. If it is given in a hotel, what is the provision? Actual amount spent by the employer, or 24% of the salary. Which one is the least will be the taxable value of perquisite. What is the value of salary? Meaning of salary means DA plus basic pay plus DA farming part plus commission plus bonus also is there. I forgot to mention here, plus all taxable allowances. So we have to compute the amount what we will get. The least one is the taxable amount. And see the next one. From 1st February 2020, he shifted to rented house, and HRA was granted at the rate 4,500 per month, and rent paid by him was 5,500 per month. If you can see in a year, from 1st April to August, he was staying in a rent-free accommodation given in a building. He transferred to Bangalore, and from 1st August he was transferred to Bangalore, and he was staying in a hotel. And after that he shifted on 1st February 2020. He shifted to a rented house. So we have to calculate three things, right? Whatever the provisions I have said here, one computation part is there. What is that computation part is? See, from April to August he was there in a rent-free accommodation on a building for how many months? 4 months. What is the provision I said? Actual expenditure met by the employer, or 15% of the salary. 15% of the salary, here we have to take only the proportionate salary for only 4 months. We have to take only for the proportionate salary for 4 months. Why? Because the rent-free accommodation, he was staying in a rent-free accommodation of the building for how many months? 4 months only, right? So for 4 months only it should be taxable. So we have to take the salary amount for 4 months. In the same way, From August to February, he was staying in a rent-free accommodation in a hotel. What is the provision? I said provision is actual amount met by the employer or 24% of the salary, whichever is less is taxable. So in the same here also salary we have to take for how many months? We have to take only for the 6 months. Why? Because the person Mr. Vinod Reddy is staying in hotel for how many months? 6 months only. So it is taxable in his hands for how many months? 6 months. So salary also we have to consider only for the 6 months, right? In the same way, HRA. Now coming to the HRA. HRA also we have to take the deduction amount, the provision for 2 months only. What is the provisions of HRA means? See the provision. Least of the three will be allowed as a deduction. So what is the least of the three? First one is actual HRA received from the employer, 40% of the salary. So why I'm taking 40% of the salary? We have also 50% of the salary, right? 50% of the salary will be taken when the person is staying in any of the 4 cities. What are the 4 cities? Chennai, Calcutta, Mumbai, Delhi. The person is staying any of the 4 cities, then here 50% of the salary is given. Here the person Mr. Vinod Reddy is staying where? Bangalore. So 40% of the salary. And the third provision is rent paid minus 10% of the salary. What is the meaning of the salary here? Means basic pay plus DA farming part plus commission and fixed percentage. So here basic pay should be taken for how many months? 2 months. And earners allowance 2 months. And commission 2 months. Why? Because the person is staying in rented house from for how many months? 2 months. February full month and March full month, right? 2 months only he is staying. So we have to calculate for 2 months. Done with the concept, and see the next point. 6th point is done. So see the 7th point. Employer provided a big car and expenses are paid by him, that means employee, and used for partly office and personal. So what is this provisions? I explained in a separate video, valuation of motor car, you can go through it. Here the owner of the car is employer, expenses are met by the employee, and it is used for both personal and office. So what will be the taxable amount is 900 per month is the taxable amount. Why? Because it is a big car. If the cc of the engine is mentioned more than 1600 cc, then it is a big car. If it is less than 600 cc, then it is a small car. So if it is a big car, the taxable amount is how much? 900 per month. And we have to add more 900 per month if driver is employed. There is no information given regarding the driver, right? So we have to add only 900 per month. If it is a small car, then 600 per month will be taxable. And see the next point. Done with the 7th point. See the 8th point. The company paid the following amounts. What is the thing? Life insurance premium, professional tax, domestic servant salary for 3 months. What all these things will be called means it is a perquisite. That means obligation of an employee paid by the employer. It will be a perquisite. So what is this? It is fully taxable, and it is allowed as deduction. If you remember this, it is allowed as deduction under which section? 16 subsection 3. How much amount will be allowed means the total amount whatever we are paying as a professional tax will be paid. Here employer is giving you, right? It is a benefit, so we will add this under perquisite and we will give as a deduction under section 16 subsection 3. And see domestic servant salary for 3 months. That means 3 into 1200, 3600 is taxable under the head perquisite. Done with the question. They are asking us to compute his income from salary for assessment year 2020 to 2021. If you know these provisions, it is very easy to compute. And here I missed one point in this question. In this question there is another point called children education allowances given to his one and only son. 550 per month will be given. I will write here children education allowances of 550 per month for his one and only one son is given. So what is the provisions of children education allowance? Children education allowance, what is the provision? It is allowed, how much is allowed? 100 per month. That means 100 into 12, maximum of 2 children. Here Mr. Vinod Reddy has only one child, so what is the deduction amount? 100 into 12 into 1. And what is the total amount he received? 550 into 12, right? Somewhere around 6,600 he received. So what is the provision means? 100 per month is allowed as deduction for maximum of 2 children. These provisions also I have discussed, but I missed this point in this question, so I want to include it. So I will write it as 9th point, right? Children education allowance. While doing the problem, we have to make a note of it. What is the taxable amount means? Our exemption amount is 1200. The net amount what we will get is the taxable amount, right? See, this is a big question, right? It is an essay question, LAQ. So this question, whatever the question may be, if you know the provisions, it will just look like a story, and we have to convert this story into a statement. So see, this is our answer, how our answers looks like. So we have to put an heading of computation of income from salary for Mr. Vinod Reddy for the assessment year 2020-2021. The full heading must be there. Particulars, amount. And see the first one, salary. And whatever the amounts column is there, we have to take only the taxable amount. So whatever the working note you are doing, you can just put it here. See, so we recognize provident fund contributed by the employer, we have to compute. So that one, working note 1, interest credited to RPF, working note 2. So we have to mention like that, and working note is a part of the answer only. It is very important. And see, allowances, 3 allowances are there: house rent allowance, children education allowance, DONS allowances. It is fully taxable, so I have taken the amount 2800 into 12. The amount I will take directly here. And perquisite, we have to compute rent-free accommodation in building, rent-free accommodation in hotel. And other than these 3 things, we can directly take these 3 amounts from the question itself. The total of these things will be called as gross salary. From gross salary, we have 2 deductions in this question. First one is standard deduction. Standard deduction will be given for all the persons who is having income from salary. That is 40,000. It is standard. It is fixed. And 16 subsection 3 is a professional tax. Professional tax, whatever the amount is paid by the employer will be allowed as reduction, or whatever the amount is paid by the employee, if the professional tax is paid by the employee, we can directly give it as a deduction. If it is paid by the employer, we have to add under perquisite, and then we have to give it as a deduction, right? So if we deduct these deduction from the gross salary, the amount what we will get is called income from salary. Now let's started with the answer. What is the first one? Basic pay 9300 into 12. So directly take the amount in the amounts column. So we got an amount of 1,11,600 for basic pay, and DONS allowance 2,800 per month. It is fully taxable. The amount we will get it as somewhere around 33,600. So we have to take that amount also. And see, now let's compute this working note 1. What is the working note 1? We have to compute the taxable amount of recognized provident fund. How much it is given by the employer? 15%. How much is allowed as exemption? 12%. Then what is the taxable amount? 3% of the salary. What is the salary? Basic pay. So what is the basic pay? Take the amount 1,11,600, and DA, if it is forming part, then only we have to take. If you can see the question, DA is forming part, then we have to take commission. Commission is not given in the question, so we have to take basic pay and DA. On the total, we have to take the 3% of the amount. That 3% of the amount is taxable. We have to take that amount in the main pro forma. Okay. So see, the total amount I am getting it as 1,45,200. This amount, this is the total salary. So on the 3% of this amount is taxable, 4,356. This amount we have to take into the main pro forma. The amount, and see the next one. What is the next one? We have to compute the interest credited to RPF. So in a working note 2, we have to do. See, what is the actual amount interest credited? 12.5%. What is the exemption limit? 9.5%. That means the taxable amount is 3%. If 12.5% of the amount is this much, what is the 3%? 3% is the taxable amount. We are taking that amount. So if we cross multiply, we will get the amount. So take the multiply this and take the amount in the main pro forma. Amount interest credited to RPF, the taxable amount as 4,244, and C. Sorry, this is DONS allowance, right? I took in a wrong way. Okay. So house rent allowance we have to compute, and children education allowance also, allowances also we have to compute. So coming to the competition of tax HRA, what are the provisions are there? Actual HRA, three provisions are there. Least of the three will be allowed as reduction. First one is actual HRA. Actual HRA here, how many months we are receiving? We are receiving for only 2 months. So actual HRA 4,500 into 2 we have to take, and 40% of the salary we have to take. What is the salary definition? Basic pay plus DA forming part plus commission. If you can see, remember the question, commission is not given, so we have to take basic pay and diurnus allowance we have to take for 2 months. So basic pay is we have to take for 2 months, 9,300 into 2, and diurnus allowance 2,800 into 2 we have to take. On the total of the amount we have to take 40% of the salary. So total amount we are getting it as 24,200. So on that 40% I have taken, I got an amount of 9,680. And see the third provision, rent paid minus 10% of the salary. Rent paid, see how much amount is rent paid in the question, means 5,500. For how many months he will be paying rent, means 2 months. 5,500 into 2 minus 10% of the salary. What is the total salary? 24,200. So the least of the three will be allowed as deduction. So which one is the least one? Means 8,580 is the least one. So what is the actual amount of we received as a HRA? That means Vinod Kumar received is 9,000. So what is the exemption is least one, 8,580. So 420 is the taxable amount. See, I have taken the taxable amount of HRA here. I have done with this HRA, and then we have children education allowance. What is the children education allowance? I said the total amount he is receiving 550 per month per his only child. So what is the actual amount? 550 into 12 into 1, 6,600. What is the exemption limit? 100 per child, maximum of 2 children. Here you have only one child. So 100 per month into 12, that means 12 months into 1, 1200 is allowed as exemption. So 6,600 minus 1200, 5,400 is the taxable amount. We have to take that amount in the proforma. See, have taken in the main proforma. And see, next one is a perquisite. What is a perquisite? What is the first perquisite? Rent-free accommodation given in a building. So in a building, for how many months he was there in building means 4 months, right? So we have to proportionately take all the things, salary for 4 months. See the competition part. Competition of rent-free accommodation in building, least of the two will be taxable. Here employee is also some expenditure, so least one, whatever the least is there, it is taxable. On that expenditure met by the employee will be deducted. So what is the provision? Actual expenditure met by the employer or the 15% of the salary. What is the meaning of the salary here? Basic pay plus DA forming part plus commission plus bonus, all taxable allowances. So if you can see the question, what all the taxable allowances are there here? HRA is not included in this rent-free accommodation. Why? Because rent-free accommodation, when it is given in the first 4 months, at that time HRA is not there. HRA when it is given at the end. So either the employee will be given the rent-free accommodation or the house rent allowance. So house rent allowance is not included under the all taxable allowance. And see, the children education allowance is included, right? So all the taxable allowances means we have only children education allowance. Diurnus allowance we have to take only when it is farming part. Yes. So basic pay we have to take for how many months? 4 months. Basic pay 9,300 into 4, and diurnus allowance 2,800 into 4 plus this one is the children education. What is the taxable amount? 5,400 for how many months? 4 months, right? So 4 months, if 5,400 is taxable for how many months? 12 months. Then we have to take only for the 4 months, right? How to do? We have to cross multiply 4 into 5,400 divided by 12. So if we do this, we will get an amount of 1,800. So this is the total salary, right? 50,200. On this 50,200 we have to calculate the 15%. So if we calculate, I am getting an amount of 7,580, and the expenditure met by the employer, that means how much amount he is paying for this building is 3,500 per month. This is given in the question. 3,500 into 4, 14,000. So least of the two is 7,580. This is a taxable amount. But how much amount is met by the expenses met by the employee? Mr. Vinod Reddy, 4,000 he is paying as a rent. If we can see the question, I will show you the question once. So see, the company took a building on rent 3,500. This is the expenditure met by a employer, and same is given to him as a residential accommodation on a monthly rent of 1,000 per month. This is the expenses met by Mr. Vinod Reddy. So see, 1,000 per month is paid. How many months he is staying in rent-free accommodation in building? 4 months. So 4 months rent we have to deduct. Why? Because it is expenditure met by the employee. It is allowed as deduction. So what is the taxable amount? We are getting 3,530. This is the taxable amount we have to take into the main pro forma. See the working note 5, 3,530. And see the next, what is the next thing? Rent-free accommodation in hotel. So what is the rent-free accommodation in hotel provisions? See, actual expenditure met by the employer or 24% of the salary. Which one is the least one? Is the taxable. So how many months he was staying in hotel means, see, he was staying for how many months? 6 months he was staying in hotel. So proportionately we have to take the salary definition for 6 months. So basic pay 6 months I have taken, diurnal allowances I have taken for 6 months, and all the taxable allowances we have only one thing, that is children education allowance. Children education allowance is 5,400 for 12 months, right? So for 12 months 5,400, what is the 6 months amount? So if we cross multiply 6 into 5,400 divided by 12, if we cross multiply, I'm getting an amount of 2,700. So total of the thing, if the salary is 75,300, on 75,300 I'm calculating 24%, I'm getting an amount of 18,072. So as per the provision, the least of the two will be the taxable amount. Here 18,072 is the least one, so that amount is taken as a taxable amount. If we can see here, working note number 6, computation of rent-free accommodation in hotel, working note number 6, 18,072 I have taken. And we are done. If we can see the question, we are done with the main computation part. And see the employer, we have to take this one, and all the provisions are there. See the answer. So life insurance premium, how much is the amount given by the employer? 9,520. See, I have taken this 9,520 here. And servant salary 1,200 is paid for 3 months. So I am taking 1,200 into 3. The total amount is taxable. Professional tax is paid 2,400. And motor car, as I explained the provision, it is 900 per month is taxable. 900 into 12. The total amount I have taken in here in the amounts column. How much is taxable? 10,800. So we are done with the question. If we can see the question, we are done with all the points, right? Till the domestic servant for 3 months employer pay, everything is done. I have taken all the things. So the total of all these things together will be called as gross salary. I have taken the amount. We are getting an amount of 2,07,542, and we have to give deduction. There are only 2 deductions are there. What are they? One is standard deduction. It is given for everyone 40,000, and professional tax which is paid by the employer, it will be allowed as deduction 2,400. So what is the total deduction amount? 42,400. So 42,400 we have to deduct from gross salary. The amount I'm getting it as 1,65,142. This amount is called income from salary of Mr. Vinod Reddy for the assessment year 2020-22-2021. I think you understood the concept of computation of income from salary. If you know the provisions of all the concepts, then only you can do. So get prepared with all the provisions. Go through all the provisions. It is very easy to remember these provisions. I have explained every concept in a tabular form and a chart form. You can go through it. So thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next class with a new concept.